If you're over 60 and wake up every morning feeling more tired than when you went to bed, with less energy, and you've noticed your circulation down there just isn't what it used to be, don't be so quick to blame your age, eh? Because the truth might surprise you more than you think. Many men your age are unknowingly starving their circulation of the fuel it desperately needs every single night. And changing that is as simple as taking one small spoonful of the right food before you hit the hay. I'm Dr. Hannah McLeod, a physician specializing in men's health here in Canada, with over 30 years of experience helping older gentlemen reclaim their vitality, rediscover their energy, and rebuild that vital connection between body and mind they thought was gone for good. Today I'm going to share with you one of the best kept secrets in men's health. Because while everyone's talking about breakfast, exercise, and supplements, the real magic happens while you're sleeping, when your body's actively working to rebuild blood vessels, restore testosterone levels, and send blood exactly where you need it most, provided it gets the right fuel. I'm going to show you 7 simple, delicious foods to take before bed that have the power to improve your blood circulation, rebuild your muscles, and restore your vitality, even if you're already 70 or 80 years old. Stick with me because I'm going to reveal a food that many call nature's Viagra. Just one spoonful before you turn in can completely change how you feel when you wake up tomorrow and every day after. Before we dive into these powerful nighttime foods that can restore your circulation and your confidence overnight, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss any of the secrets that can help men over 60 regain their strength and control. Now, first thing you need to understand is why blood flow in that region declines so rapidly after 60 and why nighttime is actually the best time to repair it. Let me tell you something you've probably never heard from your doctor. Blood flow to your intimate area isn't just about sexual arousal, folks. It's intrinsically linked to your overall health, your masculine identity, and your quality of life. When I first started practicing up in Toronto, I had a patient named George, 71 years old, retired construction worker from Sudbury, who sat down in my office with tears in his eyes, saying it had been over a year since he felt like a man. And he wasn't just talking about sexual function, but a deep disconnection from his own sense of self. As we age, nitric oxide levels in our bodies gradually decrease. Nitric oxide is an essential molecule that helps relax and dilate blood vessels, allowing blood to flow freely throughout your body, especially to the areas that need it most. During deep sleep, your body releases growth hormones, rebuilds tissues, and rebalances your entire nervous system. But without the proper building blocks, without the right fuel, your body simply can't do its nightly repair work. The first food I want to share with you is Tart Cherry Juice, that sweet and sour ruby-colored drink that can quietly become one of the most powerful tools in your nighttime routine. I had a patient, Robert, 69 years old, retired bus driver from Vancouver, who told me he was mentally present but physically felt like his body wasn't cooperating, especially in intimate moments. What makes Tart Cherry Juice unique is that it's one of the richest sources of natural melatonin, the hormone that not only regulates deep restorative sleep, but it's also packed with anthocyanins, natural compounds that fight inflammation and promote nitric oxide production. Robert started drinking a small glass about 30 minutes before bed. Within a few days, he was falling asleep faster. Within a few weeks, he was waking up less during the night and noticed his morning erections were firmer, something he didn't expect but welcomed with open arms. Let me tell you, I'd absolutely love to know where you're watching from, folks. Write your city or province in the comments so I can give you a personal shout out in our next video. We love getting to know our community and knowing we're reaching men across Canada and beyond who are looking to reclaim their vitality. The second food is pumpkin seeds. Those little green seeds that seem insignificant, but for men over 60 can have a huge impact on circulation, sleep, and recovery. Thomas, 66 years old, retired engineer from Calgary, came to see me because he was waking up 3 or 4 times every night to use the washroom, feeling exhausted every morning. Pumpkin seeds are rich in magnesium, which relaxes the muscles of blood vessels, promoting flow, and they also contain zinc, an essential mineral for testosterone production and prostate health. The phytosterols in these seeds can help reduce prostate enlargement, improving urinary flow and indirectly circulation in the intimate region. Thomas started taking 1 or 2 tablespoons before bed. Within a few weeks, he'd cut his nighttime bathroom trips in half and felt more rested and responsive in his intimate encounters. That's the kind of results we're talking about here. The third food is almond butter, and I want you to consider this, everyone. Just one spoonful before bed can be more powerful than any pill you might take. I had a patient named William, 74 years old, widower from Halifax, who'd started dating again. And he confessed somewhat embarrassed that everything was fine except his physical response. Almond butter is rich in magnesium to relax blood vessels. It contains healthy fats that support hormone production, and most importantly, it has arginine, an amino acid that your body converts into nitric oxide, the molecule responsible for helping you achieve and maintain blood flow where you need it most. William started taking a spoonful on a slice of whole wheat toast before bed. 2 weeks later, he walked into my office grinning ear to ear, saying he felt 20 years younger. Now that's what I call progress, folks. Now I need to ask you something important so we can create even better content for you. What's your biggest challenge right now? Type 1 if it's lack of energy and vitality in the morning. Or type 2 if it's difficulty maintaining intimate function. Your answer helps us understand which topics matter most to our community, so don't be shy. The fourth food is soft-boiled or poached eggs, a natural nitric oxide activator that most people ignore. Michael, 68 years old, retired teacher from Winnipeg, was pretty skeptical when I told him that eggs at night could change how he felt as a man. The power of eggs isn't just in the protein, but in the leucine amino acid that stimulates muscle growth and balances hormones, promoting the release of nitric oxide. They also contain vitamin D, which supports testosterone, and vitamin B12, which improves nerve signals, essential for sensitivity and arousal. Michael added 2 soft-boiled eggs to his nighttime routine. Within 10 days, his morning erections were firmer, and he was waking up less to use the bathroom during the night. Can't argue with results like that, can you? The fifth food is Greek yogurt, that double protein source for nighttime repair. Charles, 70 years old, former hockey coach from Montreal, still had a powerful handshake, but admitted he felt like a shadow of the man he used to be. Greek yogurt contains 2 types of protein, whey, which is quickly digested to start repair, and casein, which is slowly digested, feeding your muscles throughout the night. This dual action means your blood vessels and muscles receive constant nutrition during the deepest phases of sleep. Every night, Charles would prepare a bowl with Greek yogurt, chia seeds, cinnamon, and banana. Within 3 weeks, he was waking up more rested, with more morning energy, and had regained a level of intimacy he hadn't felt in years. The man was practically doing cartwheels in my office, I tell you. The sixth and most powerful is my personal muscle rebuilding smoothie, a recipe I've recommended to hundreds of patients over my 30-plus years of practice. The base is whey protein for rapid muscle repair, collagen peptides to support connective tissue and vascular health, and leucine, the amino acid that activates muscle-building pathways even in older men. James, 75 years old, had lost significant muscle mass after surgery here in Ottawa. He started taking the smoothie with a scoop of protein, 1 of collagen, and 3 grams of leucine mixed with unsweetened almond milk and cinnamon. Within a few weeks, his posture improved, his stamina returned, and with it, his confidence came roaring back. This isn't rocket science, folks. It's just giving your body what it needs when it needs it most. Now let me address something I see in the comments quite a bit. Some of you are asking about premature ejaculation, and that's a completely valid concern. Listen, the foods I'm sharing today primarily help with circulation and overall vitality, but here's the thing. When your body's well nourished, when your testosterone levels are supported, and when your blood flow improves, many men find their control improves too. It's all connected, eh? Your nervous system, your hormone balance, your muscle tone, they all work together. That said, if premature ejaculation is your main concern, I'd recommend combining these foods with pelvic floor exercises and possibly consulting with your doctor about specific techniques. Don't be embarrassed. It's more common than you think, and there are solutions. Another question I'm seeing is, can you eat all these foods at the same time? Good question. The answer is yes, you can combine them, but I'd suggest starting with 1 or 2 and seeing how your body responds. Maybe start with the Tart Cherry Juice and pumpkin seeds for a week, then add the almond butter and so on. Listen to your body, folks. Everyone's different, and what works great for one person might need tweaking for another. The nighttime strategy that's missing is what separates the men who see results from those who don't. I had a patient, David, 68 years old, from Regina, who was exercising, eating better, taking supplements, but still felt stagnant because he was ignoring that crucial window before bed. Most guys go to bed without eating anything or eat something random that spikes their blood sugar and messes up their hormones. Your body needs specific nutrients while you sleep to support circulation, repair muscles, and regulate hormones. When David added proper nighttime nutrition, within 2 weeks he was sleeping more deeply, and a month later he told me he finally felt like himself again. That's the power of timing, people. So how long before you notice changes? Well, let me tell you about Frank, 71 years old, retired mail carrier from Edmonton, who committed to this nighttime strategy. After just 7 nights, he reported deeper sleep and fewer wake-ups. By day 14, his morning energy had improved. Natural, firm morning erections had returned, something he thought he'd lost forever. By day 30, his stamina had increased in the bedroom. He wasn't rushing to the bathroom at night anymore, and he felt physically stronger, both in muscle tone and emotional presence. Now, before we wrap up, I need to be completely transparent with you folks. This information I'm sharing is for educational purposes only. I'm a real doctor with over 30 years of experience, but I'm not your doctor, and I don't know your specific medical history. Before making any significant changes to your diet or routine, especially if you're on medications or have existing health conditions, you need to consult with your own physician. That's just common sense, eh? Also, let me be clear about something. These foods aren't magic pills. They're not going to work overnight for everyone, and they work best as part of an overall healthy lifestyle. If you're smoking 2 packs a day, drinking heavily, and never moving off the couch, no amount of pumpkin seeds is going to fix that. But if you're genuinely committed to taking care of yourself, these foods can make a real difference. I've seen it happen hundreds of times in my practice. The most important message I want to leave with you is this: you're not broken. No matter your age or what your last checkup said, you're not broken. You can rebuild yourself. I've sat across from wonderful men who believe the lie that aging means decline, full stop. But I've also witnessed what happens when a man decides to stop giving up and starts giving his body what it needs. I've seen men in their 70s reclaim their vitality. I've seen marriages repair themselves, self-esteem restored. Your body hasn't stopped working, folks. It's just been waiting for you to understand how powerfully it responds to the right care. Tonight, you can choose to continue with the same routine, or you can take one simple action, just one spoonful of the right food, a quiet commitment to taking care of yourself and starting a new chapter. You don't need to do everything at once. Start with one step that tells your body you're not done yet, that you still want to feel, connect, and live fully. If this video inspired you, even just a little bit, don't keep it to yourself. Hit that like button so YouTube's algorithm knows this content matters and helps us reach more men who need it. Share it with a buddy or brother who might be struggling in silence. You never know the impact that could have, eh? I'd love to know which nighttime food you're planning to try tonight. Leave it for me in the comments. I read every single one, and your story might inspire another man. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell to get notifications about upcoming videos on men's health. Thanks for watching this video, and thank you for choosing to take care of yourself. Remember, it's never too late to start feeling better. Take care out there, folks.